Okay, so this is the part where you normally hear the music. All right, cool. The music's done. Sweet. Good. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Hey, good morning. What's going on? I do not have a camera going today. Uh, I didn't have time to get a camera. Like the truth of the matter is that I'm at the NSF bunkhouse. There's terrible audio in the room that I'm in because where the room that Jack is doing, like Jack does the flame trench in with all the green screens, is out in the living room and everyone's asleep. Everyone's asleep. Everyone's asleep. I don't know what to do. No, it's all good. No, like it's fine. So what I did was I unpacked the laptop and everything is sitting on the bed that I was just sleeping on a second ago. So it's good. But yeah, yeah, see, like the main screen, yep, no, no brings it it's got nothing. It's got nothing. So here we are for this is going to be um the NS-30 launch here. Uh yeah, it should be happening here momentarily. This is a I really botched this streaming setup together. It's about as jank as you can get. So just bear with me here for a second, guys. I will get everything going here in a second. Uh, oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Here, let's do this. Main cap. So we are about inside of 20 minutes here for new Shepard launching here. Window. Yeah, YouTube capture. Nope, that one didn't work. And I will be here showing you what's going on here in a moment. Monitor main. There we go. I got it. So once again, it's just going to be sound only with me today. Um, I apologize for this inconvenience. We were up super late last night. Um, we stayed up to watch the booster rollback, or the booster rollout. I basically got right off the plane and drove right to Starbase. So, I got that going for me, which is nice. All right, here we go. There it is. Excellent. How's the audio coming in? Yeah. All right. We got it. Good morning, streamer man. This feels like an ASMR stream. Nice, nice. You can't hear that. Oh, good times. Nice, nice, nice. Well, all right. Give me 1 second. I know this is a botch job. I apologize. Here, let's try that. Ready?
People.
Hey, there it is.
What does New Shepard
Look at that. Look at that. There it is,
What
you
I love
little
is the
meat.
fact that it allows everyday people like you and I and like our viewers at home to go to space, to become astronauts. In fact, a few missions ago on NS-27, we introduced our second human-rated vehicle.
Here we go.
It was an uncrewed verification flight for the new rocket. We also flew that same booster on our most recent mission on NS-29, which is a payload flight. Now, that's not the rocket that we're looking at on the pad today, but it will be flying humans very, very soon. We added another vehicle to the fleet simply so that way we could better meet the customer demand.
Thank you. And again, amazing example today with New Shepard 10. Wow, what a crew, a perfect 10.
Wow.
Let's go
Wow.
ahead and meet
Sorry.
the crew. We're now about T-minus 15 minutes and 30 seconds to NS-30, the 10th human flight of our program. Let's talk about the stars of the show. In seat number 1, we're proud to welcome back Lane Best, the principal and
Hey,
founder
that's
of Best
Meep's
Ventures
dad.
and Advisory. He's led and built some of the world's largest cybersecurity companies, including Palo Alto Networks and Zscaler. Lane is also a trustee at Carnegie Mellon and supports numerous philanthropic interests across health and social issues. He first flew to space on NS-19, and we're so honored to welcome him back today. In seat number 2, we're thrilled to welcome Spanish adventurer, pilot, and TV host Jesus Calleja. Bienvenido, Jesus. Jesus' adventures have taken him to every corner of the world, including the 7 summits, the North and South Poles, the numerous deserts, active volcanoes, and ancient sinkholes of this earth. Jesus is also a passionate race car driver, and he's participated in numerous international racing competitions, including 4 editions of the Dakar Rally and a 3,400-mile journey from the French Pyrenees to Senegal.
Did you
One
say
thing
the
we know
car
for
rally
sure,
or
Jesus is in
Dakar
for the
rally?
adventure of his life. We're thrilled to have
Which
him on
one was it?
board, and we know
Oh
there are
yes,
so
the
many
car
people in
rally.
Spain cheering him on today. Una cosa que sabemos con certeza, Jesús, usted está a punto de vivir la aventura de su vida. Estamos encantados de tenerlo a bordo. Sabemos que hay muchísima gente en España y por todo el mundo acompañándolo y animándolo hoy. Muchísimas felicidades.
Well said, Eddie. In seat number 3, we have found
Yeah, well said.
entrepreneur Tushar Shah.
She didn't understand what he
Tushar is
said.
a partner and co-head of research at a hedge fund in New York City. He studied physics as an undergraduate and high-energy experimental particle physics for his PhD. He and his wife have 2 children
Oh, yeah,
and are
the
passionate
car rally.
philanthropists
Yeah.
focusing on paying it forward and addressing issues related to poverty, health, and education.
In seat number 4, we have Dr. Richard Scott. Richard is a founding partner and CEO of Viverma Global, the world's largest reproductive care group with clinics and laboratories in 10 countries. He's also an adjunct professor at Yale University Medical School and the Medical School at University of South Carolina, Greenville. He founded a nonprofit focused on reproductive research, where he also serves as scientific director.
Discovery,
Dr.
go
Scott
at throttle
is
up.
a passionate pilot. And get this, he and his wife have been married for 45 years and have 4 children.
I bet they are so excited
Dang
to
it.
see their dad go to space.
Dang it, Jim,
today.
I am a
Certainly.
doctor.
And Dr. Scott, we think you're in for one of the most beautiful aerial views possible to experience in your life today.
Certainly so. In seat number 5, we have Elaine Hyde. She's an entrepreneur, physicist, and an avid pilot. She's the founder of the Chicago Star, a news and media company, as well as Eastside Enterprises, a research and development company focused on AI-assisted media products. Fun fact, Elaine was born in Singapore and grew up in Australia. Space has been captivating her imagination since she was a child, like many of us watching today. During college, she studied business and physics with the goal of inventing experiments to be conducted in space. What an absolute honor it is to help fulfill her lifelong dream today of reaching the stars. You know, fun fact again, Elaine and her husband, who happens to also be a physicist, have not 4, but actually 5 children.
Why are
And
they
once
talking
again,
about
I bet they're excited to
this?
see their mom go to the stars today.
What?
What a great roundup
Why?
of
I don't-
the crew today. We've got physicists, we've got partners, spouses, parents, pilots, entrepreneurs, philanthropists. It really
Here,
is a credit.
I got you. I don't really get why. All right. Anyway, so T-minus 12 minutes. Everybody is aboard already. You can see them in the window over there. They're using RSS first step today. And here, let me get you a little bit more information about what tail they're using. So this is tail NS-4 on its 13th flight, 95-day turnaround. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So once again, this is a suborbital rocket. It's used for suborbital tourism and scientific experiments. This thing is going to launch, and it pretty much gets pretty much up to the Kármán line. It gets a little bit over it. So like it goes to like 102 kilometers, which is about 62.5 miles. Or I believe it's over 330,000 feet up. So yeah, flight level 3,300 right here. Are you sick? Your voice sounds heavy. It's just the mic, Jazos. I really hope I'm not. It's just the mic, but I also really hope I'm not. Let me get a cough drop, dude, just to be sure. We didn't I didn't get much sleep. There's a surprise. I We were out for the booster rollout last night. Yeah, we were there for the booster rollout. I saw Super Heavy up close. I posted the pictures in the Discord general if you guys want to see it. It's yeah, I'm in Boca Chica. Yes, that's correct. Uh yeah, let me main screen this real quick and let me see if I can show you real fast. Let me get the Discord up. But anyway, we're in coming up on 10 minutes here. Uh for the NS-30 mission here. Here. This is just one of the pictures. Let me show you. Let me show you. Derelict. Look, check that out, huh? Yeah, this is like it was. I wanted to go to this because this was one of the first times you're gonna see a hot staging ring up close. Dude, we got we got super close to it. Like, yeah, it was pretty nuts. We got to see the hot staging ring, and yeah, drummer, thank you. And this was a little bit. I have more pictures, and I'll post more pictures. But this was, dude, that thing rolled. That thing rolled right here.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
It rolled right up past us, and dude, you were like maybe a car length away, maybe, like at best. Dude, that's why I got right off the plane. They started rolling at 12:30 a.m. local. I got right off the plane and drove right to Starbase. I'm sorry, I wanted to see the dang thing up close. Oh, we're in a hold. We're in a hold. Have you seen the Flight 7 recap? Yes, I have. I watched it on the plane many times. Did you see the water tank? I did. I thought it was a methane tank, and I told Jack it was a methane tank, and then Jack posted on the internet that it was a methane tank, and it's in fact not a methane tank. I did see the water tank coming in, Phil, yeah. You could barely see it because it's so foggy down here. Yeah, I think the 10-minute hold is actually normal. Yep. Also, I'm trying to, like, I sound a little different. It's the microphone and stuff, but I'm trying to be quiet. I'm trying to be as quiet as I can because people are still sleeping. Yeah, you get the best answers when you post the wrong fact. I felt bad because I was the one that told Jack it was a methane tank. I thought it was, but turns out that I was tired. Turns out I was just super tired. ASMR J, yes. Yes, that's right. Quietos. So, New Shepard is in a hold. I think the 10-minute hold is supposed to be like this. I mean, we'll see how long it goes. Will you be there when they catch the first ship? Errol, I will be there if you guys want me to be there. This is all funded by you guys. I mean, NSF puts up like room and board and stuff. But if you guys want me to be here, I'll be here. Let me put it that way.
Thank you for joining us. This is NS-30, the 10th human flight of New Shepard. We are at T-minus 10 minutes, and we are in a brief hold awaiting direction from Mission Control. While we have some time, Isabella, I'd love to talk about the vehicles that are carrying our astronauts today. The capsule we talked a little bit about carries the name RSS First Step right above the hatch.
Let's break that down a bit. RSS means reusable spaceship. The capsule in today's flight has already flown to space not once, not twice, but actually 11 times. This is the same capsule that so far has flown each and every one of our human flights. It's a reusable vehicle, and that's really the vision here of all of our hardware at Blue Origin, reusability. We, in fact, focus this at the center of our design to ensure that these can be flown to space 25 times each. So really, this is just getting started here.
Well, and the propulsion module, the booster that RSS First Step sits on top of is Tail 4. Tail 4 has flown to space itself 12 times.
Yeah, okay, cool. Sweet. So RSS First Step on its 11th flight. The Tail's on its 12th, 13th flight. Pretty cool. Yeah, 13th flight for the NS-4 Tail.
Discovery. Throttle up.
What's up, man? 55-month resub. Who are the space travelers? It is a bunch, basically a bunch of entrepreneurs. But our buddy Meeps Kitten that streams on Twitch, Meeps' dad is on there. So that's Lane Best. That's the guy with the sun in his eyes. So I wanted to watch this because Meeps is down there. I want to see if we can see him. You know? Guy shot me a message. He's like, hey, look for me. Look for me. I'm like, all right. Anyone got any spare change? How's the weather this morning? Weather down here is nice, good fella. It's sunny and 80 degrees. I have not felt 80 degrees on my on my dome piece here probably in about 6 or 7 months. Yep. So it beats the 20 degrees back home. Man, it beats the 20 degrees back home. Anyway, we're still in a hold here. T-minus 10 minutes. We've been holding for about 6 here. Yeah, exactly, Jim. I left. Right when I left, the temps got really nice back home. When I left, it was still cold, dude. Yeah, Eric, right? Are they putting you to work this trip? Yep. I was out, dude, I was out helping. We set up the cameras for the NSF live stream last night to watch that booster roll out. Dude, I can't. Starship continues to ruin other rockets for me. I've never seen the boosters up close. I got to see the booster up close yesterday. Dude, you can't, if it's at night, you can't see the top. It's dark. You can't see the top of the damn booster. It's so freaking tall. Like that, I don't. Is this a paid trip for folks on board? Yes, Cosmic. Yep. Yeah, it is. Dude, is Meeps flying again or just his dad? No, just his dad. There he is. He just gave the thumbs up. That's Mr. Best. He's the best. Price? BPAD, I've talked to Meeps about this, actually. Let me put it this way. If you have to ask, you probably can't afford it. But I will say this. If you want to go to space, this is the cheapest way to do it. Let me put it that way. Yeah, I'm not going to discuss price because, yeah, I was told not to. It's in the 6 figures, and it's not nearly, like, okay, so just break it down like this. Like, Dragon costs what? Like, even with a reuse booster, reuse capsule and everything, it's still, all the mission operations and stuff, we're still talking 60 to 100 million. It's a nominal range because we don't know the exact price because every mission is negotiated a la carte, right? So, just do some basic math. Like, let's say it's 60 million, right? Divide that by 4, right? Right? You're gonna get it. You're up over 10 million bucks. Sorry, it's still early and I'm not doing math correctly. So that's 15 million a pop, right? Right? Sorry, I had to get it. I had to get the calculator out, and I'm ashamed that I had to do that. Full disclosure, right? So that's 15 million a pop, give or take. Like it's not. It's probably a little bit more expensive than that. This thing is a fraction of that. So I will say this. You want to get into space, this is probably the cheapest way to get into space. This is not the cheapest way to get into orbit because this rocket doesn't get to orbit. It goes up and comes right back down. There's a reason why they call it New Shepard. Just type math. Yeah, it's that kind of day, dude. Uh, you know those weird birds that we hear on Starbase Live all the time, drummer? Those birds woke me up this morning. They're like, they make that exact noise, and I probably just woke somebody up making that noise, but whatever. Dude, that bird woke me up, and I thought, because yesterday went by so ridiculously fast. Like 1 second I was streaming in Boston, and then the next second I'm here watching the booster roll out. I'm like, what? Eh? Yeah. Hard disagree. This thing really doesn't get to space. What do you mean, Rich? It gets to space. It gets above the Kármán line. It doesn't get to orbit, dude. Orbit. Big difference. If that's what you're talking about, yeah, big difference. Going in for the dab, old time's sake. What's up, Daily? So yeah, I didn't get much sleep, and those birds, they sound like my dog whining in the morning. They sound like Titan whining in the morning. So like I had, I've been conditioned by the stupid dog to go out at like 7:30 in the morning to take him out to go pee. Oh, Birdie's playing Noita. All right. Should probably shut Steam off, Professional cast over here. Dude, I haven't heard a freaking bird in a while because it's so damn cold. They all left. Stupid dog, you made me look bad. So we continue to be in a hold. Titan would have woken you up at 7 today. The picture I sent you was him whining on your ear. Bree, one of the birds sounded like him whining. I swear. And I was instantly like, I'm awake, I mean, Noita is a good game. Yeah, Birdie's a good dude. I haven't talked to that guy in a long time. Oh, cool, B-Pat. So, yeah, guys, it's been a crazy 24 hours. Yeah, it's been weird. But Rich, I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Like this thing does, when I say get to space, there's a difference. You got to remember, there's a difference between space and orbit. Okay, space is just going high enough to get out of far enough, quote unquote, out of the atmosphere, right, dude? Right, like orbit is orbit. That's a different ballpark. Completely different scenario here. How much time do you plan on spending at Starbase? Are you planning on casting mostly from the hotel all week? Jim, I couldn't tell you what I'm doing in an hour, let alone all week. I have a list. Das and I made a list of things to do. Level the trailer is on that list. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's yep. We have a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of stuff to do. There is a raccoon that's trying to set up shop at NSF North. That's the one that's one I'll tell you. The truck needs to be the NSF truck needs to be washed. Somebody, it got all muddy, and then somebody wrote Ship 26 Fam Club on the tailgate, writing in the dirt, all the dirt that was on the back. Yeah, that's not cool. So we need to wash it immediately. So we need to wash it immediatly. I gotta take that to the coin up. In fact, that's probably what I'm gonna do after this. Kevin was not here, man. I don't know who did it. I got here and it said it on the back, and I'm like, nope, we're taking that to the coin up in the morning, and I'm getting rid of that. Don't ride on the truck, okay? Yeah, you shouldn't ride on the truck. Gratitim Jeff Rossiter. See, that's the crest of Jeff. Praise Q. I mean Jeff. I mean, wait. Hey, where's Mr. Milchek? I think I saw him in the background over there. Oh my goodness. Aqua, that's what it is, dude. That's the vibe that I get. Uh-oh. That's the vibe that I get from these streams. Oh no. Oh, I feel so bad. Oh no. And Roy, I'm waiting for the Milchek redemption arc. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm calling it now. No spoilers. No spoilers, obviously. Yeah, right on. Oh no. It is a good show, Dean. Yes, it's a good one, man. I'm only on episode 5. Got the vibe and reference. Yeah, we're in macro rocket refinement. Hey, Antares, what's up? Yeah, Sitherly, I won't say nothing. I won't say nothing. All I'll say is watch Severance. It's a pretty dang good show. Pretty dang good show. Also, this isn't spoilers, but Bell Labs. Did you guys know where they shoot that movie is at the former Homedale Bell Labs, like where the transistor was invented? That's pretty cool. It wasn't at that location, but it's still cool. How long did the training last for these guys? Is it tough? The training isn't too bad. It takes a month. I think it's a month, BPAT. Yeah. You know, it's kind of like a...
Discovery,
Blue kind of treats it like a whole retreat thing going on. Like, oh, yes, I went on a retreat in the deserts, the West Texas desert, and then I launched into space. You know, hey, Moto, 39 months. Ernok, what's up, dude? New donation, Blue Origin ticket. It's an experience. Yeah. 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 Did you straighten trailer cam yet? Yo Mama, it is on my list of things to do. However, for redemption, if you watched the booster rollout last night, the NSF booster rollout, I leveled the CP11 camera. That was me. I used Super Heavy as plumb to level the dang thing. They were trying to level the camera, and everyone's like, "Do we have a level?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Jack, hold on, I'll level it to the big 22-story booster that's in front of us. That thing surely is pointed straight up." And we leveled it. We leveled it to the booster. Hey, Drew, what's going on, man? The booster looks level enough. I mean, let's be real. If that thing is not pointing dead on balls straight up, I think there's an issue. Use the level on the phone. I used the level on the phone to level the trailer, and then it didn't do. Daily, it's probably not something you want to say with this rocket, considering the shape. Anyway, the leaning booster of Boca. That would be, dude. If that thing tipped over, that would be not great. Trip to Home Depot, then, dude. We have levels at the NSF bunkhouse. We just forget to bring them. They just forget to bring them. Like, I personally, I drove. I'm telling you, I got picked up at the airport, and me, Jack, Dan, and another NSF dude, we drove. We went right to Starbase, dude. Didn't even stop at the bunkhouse where all the levels are. You back at the hotel or this? I am in the bunkhouse right now, Ernok. Yeah, I'm in the bunkhouse in a bedroom with my laptop in the most crude streaming setup ever. Yeah, the laptop and everything is set up on a bed. The reason why is like the bunkhouse has all this green screens and everything, right? We have green screens and we have all like a production studio here, but the problem is that everybody's still asleep. Everyone's still asleep, so I didn't want to wake them up. Oh, hey, you're awake? Hey, you have a level. Oh, excellent. Dan has a level. Yes. But we didn't need it. But I mean, I could level the yes. we have the level. threw a level at me. That's awesome. Dan found the level. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Now the whole house is awake. Yeah, you're probably not wrong. Level the laptop. Oh, the laptop's leveled. Don't you worry. Look, can't you see it on the screen? You're awake wakes everybody up. Yep. Now you can get on my level and we could see true level. Starship 9 high bay lean. Oh man, Andrew, I remember that. Dude, I remember. Oh my goodness. And Andrew, sorry, I didn't get the double cast going on YouTube just yet. Dude, I woke up and I'm like, gotta stream. You know, I didn't even get a camera set up. And I forgot that I need a capture card to get this setup working correctly. So, it's I also have to go to Best Buy to get a capture card so I can get this done correctly. Okay, we're out of the hold. Here we go. I'm going to unmute the audio and see what happens.
A little under T-minus 10 minutes.
Oh, they're still
And
talking.
I'm hearing from Mission Control that they're about ready to do the no-go pull for launch. Let's listen in.
Don't tell me what to do, drummer. All right, here we go. I'm going to turn them up.
Engineering.
Go. Green board.
Ground, release the weather balloon. Controllers, add UHF voice.
First up, with control, stand by for the flight director. Go pull for launch.
This is the flight director on channel 1 with the go pole for terminal count and launch. Capsule. Go. Booster.
Go.
Ground.
Go.
Safety.
Go.
Capcom.
Go.
Engineering.
Go.
This is the flight director. New Shepard is go for launch. Booster, commence terminal count.
Okay.
Wilco.
Controllers, drop
All
UHF
right,
voice.
you guys.
Oh,
that
okay.
Poll, I love to hear it. It's
No,
always
NG,
a
but
thrill.
that's neat.
Goosebumps every time. You know, it really is the final waypoint to get us clear for takeoff
Oh my
today.
god.
Game on,
Goosebumps.
Isabella, and that was voice of flight director Michelle Christensen, who used to test BE-4 engines, and now she's running the whole show there in Mission Control. I mean,
6
I'm
on
ready.
board.
Are you ready?
Let's get her up there. Let's light this candle.
All right, thanks for joining us. We're at T-minus 8 minutes until liftoff. Let's take a moment and talk about the flight profile of New Shepard.
Oh my
So
god.
New Shepard is a
Goosebumps.
suborbital flight, and it's a fantastic way to be able to experience space because it is so accessible. It's a simple parabolic flight, so that means we're going to go straight up and straight back down when we're talking about that flight path, and it spans about 15 minutes total.
Okay, so the whole point of New Shepard is that it's supposed to mimic Alan Shepard's Mercury Mercury Redstone flight. So the MR, what would it be, guys? It's the MR2 mission. It just goes up and it comes right back down. But the difference between this and like Mercury Redstone is that the capsule and the tail are reusable. They call the stage
Discovery.
the tail.
Go at throttle up.
That's why they call this rocket New Shepard, because it's supposed to mimic Alan Shepard's flight. Which is, you know what? That's pretty cool. But once again, see, check it out. It'll have main engine cutoff probably about 40, 50 miles up. And then they'll separate the capsule at 250,000 feet, which is that's like 60 kilometers up, 60, 70 kilometers. And then for the people that don't speak freedom units, 333,000 feet is 100 kilometers. So this thing gets up to like 351. So it goes to like 101, 102 kilometers. It gets up there, man. Or about 62 miles. Well, 63, give or take. That's where this thing goes. Once again, they said it's about a 15-minute flight. You know, and then when it comes back down, it's going to deploy the chutes. And the capsule does use a explosive at the ground. See it right there? That dust that it kicks up isn't actually like the dust, just the dust from the capsule. They have a little pop explosive in the bottom. It blows up at the ground to cushion the landing, because that is enough. And that's something that's derived from Soyuz, right? The Soyuz capsules are the ones that do that. Basically what it does is it blows up at that ground. In that momentary second between the capsule being like 2 to 3 feet or about a meter off the ground, it compresses the explosive beneath the capsule and the ground and makes basically an air cushion. That's what slows the capsule down and prevents it from hitting the ground at high speeds. Soyuz has been doing that for a long time. And to scare away the rattlesnakes. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, it blows up at the ground. So if they show the interior camera, guys, there's like a center console in the center of the capsule. That's not there to look nice. The retro firing engines are in there, and also the launch escape system too. Would the capsule be fine if the explosion didn't trigger? Jack, it'd be like being in a low speed car accident if that thing doesn't go off. Even now, the landing with the capsule is like being in a fender bender. So this rocket is built to just go up and go back down. Yeah, that's correct. Blue does have other rockets, Mega Patton, or Mage Patton. Sorry, Mega. Sorry, I am tired and I'm moving letters around in my head. Mage. Yeah, it just goes up and comes back down. Blue does have other rockets though. They have their New Glenn rocket, which is a two-stage to orbit launch vehicle. It had its inaugural flight about a month ago. That thing is not small. If you put New Glenn next to New Shepard could fit inside of the fairing of New Glenn. So if we like had them right next to each other on this shot right here, if you see that the hydrogen purging tower right there, take that, times it by about 4. That's the size of New Glenn. It is a monster. It is a beast of a rocket. That is like it can't be understated how crazy it is that we have, you know, SLS, you have Starship, you have New Glenn. These are 3 gigantic launch vehicles. New Glenn can do about 45 tons to orbit. Starship, believe it or not, right now is about the same. It's projected to get up to 100 tons to low Earth orbit, and SLS could yeet 100 tons into low Earth orbit as well. Now, once again, guys, we've beaten into dead horse the price differential, et cetera, et cetera. It's just, you know, it's crazy to me that we have 3 super heavy lift rockets flying at the same time, which is that all right. It's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. All right, here we go. Inside of 3 minutes. SLS, Starship, and New Glenn. Yeah.
Now, right before we get into bit checks, you're hearing audio from guests that are watching nearby, almost as close as you can be to the New Shepard rocket. So if we've got some good reactions, we'll plan on sharing those.
See if
with
we can
you
hear
all as we do
meeps.
takeoff. Oh, what a wonderful
I agree,
drone
W.
shot there approaching the launch pad.
Man.
Isabel, you and I have been out there in West Texas for earlier launches.
This is
prime time right now.
This
Adrenaline
is a New
high,
Shepard
and
rocket. No, sorry.
It's just exciting to be out there in West Texas. Looks like a beautiful day.
It
There's-
certainly is. My heart's going out right now to
Okay.
the families that are getting.
Okay, yeah, the family. All right, cool. It's crazy how open West Texas is. There's nothing out there. You go west of Texas Hill Country, there's nothing. It's that. It looks like that basically until El Paso. Beautiful. It actually is really nice. The American Southwest is a vibe all its own, dude. The EJ Demar. This is a 2025
Great
New
backdrop
Shepard
for
rocket,
when
and today I'm
one's
going to
gonna
fly
go
it, and then I'm
space.
going to give it a
We'd
Doug
love
score.
to see those beautiful mountains in the background.
Sorry. Sasquatch 3 is a good start. Someday 5. Yeah, maybe 10, you know.
All right, less than 90 seconds to go. We're hearing hydraulic checks, pressurization system tests. Let's see what else. we
Yes.
see.
Hydraulic checks and pressurization system checks. So what they're doing here is they're doing a control surface checkout, making sure the hydraulics that actuate New Shepard's tail fins are working correctly. The next thing that you're going to see here is if they show the camera at the very bottom, you're going to see a thrust vector control checkout on the BE3U engine, making sure verifying that they can steer the thing. That you probably want to make sure that works.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hey, Grits, 50-month resub. So 40 seconds out here, they obviously moved to a wide shot when they did thrust vector control checkout because, you know, why not? The crew access arm has retracted here. We're inside of 30 seconds. I'm going to turn the audio up so we can hear some rockets
30
go.
seconds. It's time to hand it off to mission control and launch this rocket.
All right. White text on a white background. Really good.
T-minus 10, go to proceed. 9, 8, 7.
Should hear a command engine start.
5, 4, command engine start.
There it is.
2, 1, ignition.
Yeah, baby. Send it. Here we go. NS-30 is in the air, carrying 6 above the Kármán line.
Wow, what a great takeoff shot. New Shepard is cleared. The tower, note on the bottom left that we have our speed and altitude graphics that will
I'm
increase.
noting it, Eddie.
They'll get faster and faster as the atmosphere gets thinner, and we've got B3 right now pushing the New Shepard rocket at 100% power level.
Yeah, it blew out the mics a little bit. In Blue Origin's credit, it is very difficult to capture the sound of a rocket engine without peaking the mic.
3G our astronauts would be experiencing as they are ascending into space.
Yeah, I guess so, Jack. Yeah, Falcon Heavy would count too. So we got 4 heavy lifters. Point is that I want 8. What the heck?
And again, the team here has been able to bring us.
Okay. Okay. Yep. So we're I don't why do they do that? Why do they do that? I don't dude, that's not a hot mic. I think that's intentional. We're about 90 seconds in. New Shepard's above 50,000 feet. This is basically higher than any airliner right now. We should get a call for supersonic here in a moment.
Thinner and thinner.
Look at her soar.
We've got a beautiful contrail there that the cameras are picking up, right? So that's just the moisture
that a drone?
condensing as New Shepard pierces through the atmosphere.
Mach 2, twice the speed of sound. Oh my God.
So we're hearing the people.
We had a call there for Mach 2 from one of the observers. They must be tuned into the telemetry as well. That's twice the speed of sound.
Why aren't you tuned into the telemetry, Eddie?
Supersonic.
Come on, man.
Joyous with laughter.
Oh my God. No, those are the people watching, Soft.
All right, here in about 15 seconds, we anticipate the next milestone to be main engine cutoff. Miko, let's look for that.
That looked to be it
we
right
have
there.
Miko, in short succession here, will be vehicle separation.
But they
and
just
our
said that.
astronauts will get to experience 0G prior to capsule apogee.
Okay. All right, so we should get capsule separation here in the next 10 seconds. I think so, Julia. Join us with laughter. Praise Jeff, Enroy.
Great view there from the propulsion module, looking down to West Texas, my favorite part of this world.
What? 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 Who talks like this? Dude. Ah, yes. Are you an alien, dude?
The 0G indicator is flashing. We are getting very close to apogee there. You'll see the velocity meter hit 0.
I'm sorry. Is the partial spin on purpose? Yes, Angie.
I can
Yeah.
only imagine what our astronauts are feeling right now.
Okay.
They have
Yep,
made
I
it
can
to-
imagine. Yep. All right. So they impart a small roll on the vehicle for stabilization. It's a spin stabilize. Basically, they use the gyroscopic stabilization from spinning the capsule to keep it nice and level, so it doesn't like tilt over to the side or anything. That spin is not just to give the astronauts or the space participants that are on board. It's not just to give them a good view, even though it does give them a good view. That is basically there as a passive stabilization system. The reason why is you do not want that capsule to tip over. If it tips over, it will eventually ballistically stabilize because it is inherently capsule shaped, right? But if it tips, you might not have the proper angle during parachute deploy. The angle of the capsule really matters when you go to deploy these chutes. That is a really, really big deal. The reason why is if the capsule's pointed at the ground and you pop the chutes are going to unfurl into the capsule. The capsule has to be pointed right side up. It has to be pointed with the round end facing towards the air. If it doesn't, you know, obviously, like, yeah, if you deploy the chutes sideways or you deploy the chutes facing the ground, you're going to have a real bad day. They won't unfurl correctly. The angle of the dangle is very important for chute deployment. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So that spin is on purpose. That will keep us nice and stabilized here. Think about like if you're an American hand egg, like you know, if you're going to throw a football, right? Spiral the football, it stays nice, you know, it'll stay nice and straight. Or rugby for the rest of the world. Same idea. Okay, so they went past apogee here. They're starting to fall. The tail is going to come down a little bit faster here. Because that capsule is going to make a lot of drag as designed. Got to keep the yeah, exactly, G-Class. You got it, man. You got it. You're picking up what I'm laying down. What's happening when the camera goes gray? You're going to have to ask Blue that. I'm on a headset, BXD, so I'm not on my shotgun mic, and you probably don't hear the background noise from my computers. A rifle bullet spins. Yeah, friend, that would probably be a better scenario. Like rifling. Yeah, same idea. It's a spin stabilizer. Bullets do that, yeah. Be careful here on this rocket. Not a lot of things react well to bullets. Where's the EJ? I don't see him. Bozoff, I'm here. I'm just picture me waving my arms. I was out super late last night because of the Starship rollout. So I did not have time to get a camera set up because I basically scrambled to get this streaming setup set up. To be 100% honest. Okay, so here we go. That tail's going to come down. I'm going to actually unmute here for a second.
You have those forward fins, it looks like, have been deployed, and those aft fins, you can even see them moving as they're steering.
So the aft fins is not there just to steer the rocket on the way up. New Shepard has a toroidal inner stage that actually has an open volume in it. So when they deploy the capsule, this basically acts like a big spoiler, right? Air brakes are deploying, so the next thing we should see is the engine light here for a landing. So those air brakes are deploying to slow itself down. There we go.
Such a clean and smooth descent on that booster. Mighty impressive, Team Blue.
B3 engine relight. Here we go. Last 1,000 feet over the landing pad.
And the cast crashed.
And a great drone shot with Guadalupe Peak in the background.
Dude. Oh, no.
Looks like touchdown, tail 4. Wow.
I don't... How is this possible? How do they keep doing this? Oh my goodness.
Hang in there. This show is not over by a long shot. Soon here we're going to be seeing our capsule and know that our astronauts are returning home safely to Earth.
So the reason why he kicked up a lot of dust there. Oh, look, you get a good shot of the landing motor right there. The reason why it kicked up a lot of dust is because they spray the landing pad down, which is the landing pad is paved. They spray it down with water, and that water prevents the rocket from being abrasive to the asphalt or concrete. It's probably concrete. I'd have to look. There we go. We got to shoot.
Shoots are essential.
Those are pilot chutes right there. And basically what they're doing is slowing down the capsule. And remember what I said about angle of the dangle. Those pilot chutes are there to pull the chutes out and have them unfurl in the correct way. It's actually a pretty complicated thing going on like that. It's pretty complicated to get the chute deploy right. Dragon, Starliner, this, New Shepard, it's all... That was probably one of the components that was tested the most on all those capsules.
Fully broadened.
They got 3 good chutes, from what I can tell here. Yep. Last time for the NS-29 mission, they had one of the chutes didn't unfurl fully. It looks like whatever happened there seems to have fixed that problem. How much are a ticket on this reindeer? So it's up there. It's up there for you and me, dude. But I will say this once, I'll say it again. Like, I don't know the exact price off the top of my head. But let me tell you, if you want to get above the Karman line, this is probably one of the cheapest ways to do it.
We want to see. It is a dusty desert that we have, so that retro thrust system is again what's going to
No,
push
it's
up
in the
that
six
dust.
figures, guys.
All right, less than 1,000 feet to go here before the retro thrust system fires. If we've got a good drone shot, look for those happy astronauts with thumbs up signs and clapping. See how close we can get.
You'll see the retro engines fire here in a moment. And pretty good, man. Pretty good. The recovery vehicles in the background are driving towards the
touchdown.
capsule.
Welcome back, astronauts.
I mean, perfect 10. Should we say that?
I'd say 10 out of 10 for our astronauts and for the whole program here at Blue Origin.
I mean, it's always incredible to see a great and easy touchdown for our new Shepard crew capsule. Now, our crew capsule recovery team is currently driving out in a convoy to meet the astronauts. They're going to safe the capsule and get ready to open the hatch.
I am just thrilled for our astronauts, and I know that they certainly are, and it's
Looks good.
setting in right now as they have just freshly returned to Earth and our newly minted astronauts. That's 5 of those, and Lane having been minted a second time.
Minted?
Yeah, look, you still have that West Texas dust sort of lingering there from the retro firing system. The crew capsule.
Okay. Yeah, it kicks up a lot of dust, but it looks like there's not a lot of windage today, so the dust is just staying there, which is kind of cool. Wasn't a motor supposed to fire? It did. Guys, that motor only pops for a second. It's more like an explosive that's built into the bottom. This is a nice shot of some tumbleweeds. So the gray that's happening is their encoder. They're whatever they're using to encode is having disruptions. That's a connection thing. Believe me, I'm speaking from experience. If you guys notice, the camera goes gray for a second. Their encoder is skipping a bit. That's probably because they're like that right there. See that? It's probably because they're exceeding the bandwidth on one of their network cards, or somewhere in the network is exceeding bandwidth. They don't have you need gigabit to do this kind of stuff. Ooh, who's this guy?
Congratulations.
Yes, Mario, I've got you loud and clear. Yeah, go ahead.
Congratulations to the new arrived team, especially to Jesus, our friend here from Spain that I was very happy to meet before he went into this space trip. And I just can feel how excited he is right now after this intensive and fantastic 10 minutes.
No, Mario, thank you for joining us to share your experience. How is it, to be in the crew capsule, having just gone to space, but before crew member
I don't know,
7
Dons.
comes,
I'm sure
before the
Das and I
family
could go out there
friends,
and do
what
some
is
work.
that moment like when it's just you and your crew touchdown on terra firma?
Well, for sure, they're living a huge moment of adrenaline release. At the same time, they are feeling great by touching ground. They're looking over the windows to see who's approaching, but they all, for sure, if you're getting the sound of the capsule,
Something like
they're all
that, Jim.
excited, and a lot of us were screaming with all that adrenaline pumping up through our bodies, and with the happiness and joy of having such a thrilled experience and coming through, especially on this re-entry and coming.
Jazos, what is that? A TV conglomerate essentially paid for Jesus' flight to make money off of it. I can't wait to see how they plan to get the investment back out of those 10 minutes. Really? Huh. Okay. I mean, guys, that wouldn't be the first time that's happened, Jazos, to be honest with you. Tokyo Broadcasting Corporation sent up a Japanese astronaut in the 80s on a Soyuz to Mir. I met that guy once. He was the first Japanese person in space. and he was launched by a TV broadcasting network. So that's not unfounded, dude. Believe it or not, I'd say Tokyo Broadcasting got their money's worth. That story is still ridiculous to me. I was sitting looking at Endeavor at the California Science Center, and I was with a bunch of viewers, and we were talking about it, and an old Japanese guy came up to me, and he started asking questions about the shuttle, and I could tell that he knew something about space, but I could also tell that the dude hadn't been keeping up with space in a long time, right? And then just by chance, right, one of the people I was with, another streamer, could speak Japanese, and he started talking to him a little bit later, and yeah, he figured out that he was like, "Oh, you've flown?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I've been up there." And it's like, "Wait, I'm sorry, what?" And then by the time we could like put two and two together, he was gone. He vanished. Yeah, that's dude. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that story. That was in front of a space shuttle. I met the first Japanese astronaut, which was really cool.
He came by since we were
So a TV network. The point that I'm trying to tell you is that a TV network sending somebody into space for publicity is not unfounded. This is not. It wouldn't be the first time.
I think he felt that he would be better prepared.
Dude, he ninja vanished like some samurai stuff, dude. It was awesome.
The procedures, how did I feel?
Felt like I was in Highlander.
Conversation advanced. I hope that some of the things I explained to him of my experience did help for him to have.
Hey, that's a nice bridge.
In advance, and to have a great experience, as I bet he did.
Perfect. No, Mario, I think it's great.
I was very nice to him, Dons. I answered it very, dude.
To be mentors and mentees and develop.
Dude, I'm not a Japanophile by any means. I like Japan, right? Like, but I've been there. I've been to Tokyo. And I've taught, like my buddy went and we met his family over there because he's half Japanese. The buddy that I went with was half Japanese, right? Or he is. He's still alive. And I know to be very respectful. You be on your best behavior when you're talking to like elderly over there, because I met my buddy's grandparents when I was over there. This was before I started streaming, guys, a long time ago. So I know to be very respectful. So I was very respectful, and yeah, pretty cool. You definitely respect your elders is a very big thing over there. I mean, not that it isn't here, but you get the idea.
Thank you very much for being here with us today. We really enjoyed hearing your perspective, and thank you for the message.
Double Eddie
for Jesus.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to them all.
Isabella,
that's right. Yeah, Ernok, yes. Mm-hmm. Be very respectful. Yes, that's right.
Firsthand and is sharing their experience with them. What are your thoughts?
Honestly, I love getting the feedback from our.
Okay, I got feedback. Anyway, sorry.
What do you wish you would have known before? What do you want passed down to the next generation of Blue Origin astronauts? And these feelings are so raw that we're getting ready to see as our astronauts are going to egress from that wonderful capsule.
Well, and let's return to.
You'd love to see it. You'd love to see it.
That recovery team, it looks like they've approached the crew capsule. So there's a few key sort of events.
No one. Oh, there we go. No, it was the drone. Like I said, they're having encoder problems.
Forming any final venting maneuvers and generally making it a safe.
So this is where we should see Meeps. Meeps should be around here somewhere.
That we're going to see here live.
Got that CM-17 preparing. They might have to hack down a cactus or two to get those staircase nice and stable to celebrate as each and every one of these astronauts.
There's no cacti in this shot, lady. All right.
I love playing the I Spy game. So, there's a parachute in the top left corner in a mesquite bush, it looks like. And you've got.
I was going to say, that's all mesquite and tumbleweeds. And I'm not even from the Southwest. Meeps is not on the recovery team. He's with the people that were mic'd up that said, "Oh, Mach 2." People from West Texas, fill me in. Are cacti even native to this part of Texas? I don't. When I think cactuses, I think like Arizona, like on the other side of the mountains.
from Sarah Knight's, one of our CM7s, that on our last mission,
Yeah.
typically
Van Horn's a
we'd
long
have-
way away,
we'd have
Habits, yep.
astronauts
Be
ready
nice.
to run out of the
Okay, Rip.
capsule,
All right.
but in fact, as she
All right.
went around, made sure every single one of them were ready. They took their time. They wanted to stay in, and
there's
we give
Meeps.
them that time. So we have our team
There he
prepared
is,
to capture
over on the right.
those emotions as they
I'm pretty sure that was him.
and rejoin their family back on Earth.
Right, and that is our director of the Crew Member 7 office, Sarah Knights, on the left there wearing the feather. So between Sarah and Rob and the camera crew that we have out there, we're going to look
That was
for
Meeps.
some live reaction.
All right.
There's Rob again. He's about to open
Here we
the
go.
hatch.
Back to Earth, astronauts. A perfect 10 if I've ever seen one. Yeah!
Mr. Bess.
Returning astronaut Lane Bess.
10 out of 10.
Thumbs up.
I'm going to try this capsule. 10 out of 10. Dang out of 10.
And Jesús Calleja. Bienvenido de regreso, Jesús. Look at that. Look at that smile. And that's astronaut Shaw.
Right there. Hatch it.
Dr. Scott.
For God's sakes, Jim, I am a doctor.
Taking in that moment, much to celebrate. Look at Elaine.
They're entrepreneurs,
What a wave.
so
What
there.
a wave and what a smile.
Ah, I love to see it. And our 6th astronaut celebrating his return to Earth.
Hey, Meeps is hugging his
Wow,
dad.
what a moment. And so now
Oh, no, that's
the
not Meeps.
Area around the crew capsule
Where'd the
has
Meeps
been
go?
verified safe. These astronauts have egressed from the capsule. We see some hugs.
Maybe he's talking to
shows of
Hyde?
affection,
I don't know.
return, and just
I can't
pride
tell.
and emotion, as you were saying.
This is
Discovery, go at throttle up.
display because it's incredible, it's so marvelous. It's the heart is the beautiful. And the atmosphere.
I'm a doctor.
is
Yeah,
a
right.
small line.
Well, Leon, what's up, buddy?
And it's my small dream. I cry.
Absolutely.
Very emotional. Difficult for me to explain, sorry. Sorry, everybody, but it's very special.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool.
Felicidades, Jesús. The spin of the atmosphere, it sounds like, has got him feeling all sorts of emotions.
It's fantastic. This bigger home, the hair, is very important protection. See you.
What? What did he say?
How was your experience? Congratulations.
I can't believe just what
You're an
happened.
astronaut. This is your whole life. You did it.
I think I left half
Discovery,
myself
go at throttle up.
I feel like I'm still there. It's a wonder. It's a wonder. I can't wait till you go.
I'm so happy for you.
I mean, I thought I knew what home was.
He said I have
when
to
was
poop? Yeah,
flying
okay,
up
all right.
there. And you see it right there. It's like you're home, and then you get this new definition of what that means. It's incredible. And like honestly, in there, I felt like I was in a cradle that you just made for me, and I was so safe. And I was set on the River Nile with you watching over me.
What?
And I was gonna get to somewhere really good. And I'm here
And
now.
you're there. Yeah.
Back on Earth, which is the greatest part. And I remember
thanks, Sol.
just like being up there, and there was this pull. There was this just, I know we were weightless, but it was just like calling me. Earth was calling.
Congratulations,
Thank-
Elaine. Astronaut Rogue.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Oh, one thing.
Astronaut Rogue looks like the call sign with the new definition for
notes.
home. Hails from Australia, Singapore,
What?
and
What
Planet
just
Earth.
happened?
Yes.
What just what
All right,
what is going on here?
750 of you went with me to space. Thank you so much.
What?
All right, that's for you.
Thank
And
you
a
so much.
picture of Team
Congratulations.
Blue that accompanied astronaut Rogue. That's beautiful.
It's perfect,
Look
too.
at that. NS-30, one of our newest repeat crew members.
Hey, there's my guy.
Trainer. Excellent job, Rob. It was flawless, and the training helped us, really. Actually, I got a few things here, too. I'm going to give
Yes.
Cameron, who went up with me on our mission 19, NS-19,
Meeps.
I'm going to give him his and his husband's wedding ring.
And the cast.
Excellent.
Anyway.
Oh my goodness, congratulations.
Thank you.
Did it again.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
gotta
God.
Crew.
I'll tell you, second time was better than the first. So everybody else who goes up, you gotta go twice.
Perfect 10.
Meaning it wasn't okay.
I gotta go.
It wasn't better. It wasn't better because I didn't have him. But I'm just saying, it just feels good every time.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, congratulations.
Thank you, Rob.
So much
Thank
for
you very
doing
much.
this again.
Thank you. Blue Origin.
Heard it here first. The second time is better than the first, and I mean, just what a special moment there between Cameron, who flew on NS-19, with Lane, and just returning in a memento, the wedding rings. How special!
Everything I dreamed and more. The forces were wonderful. And all the experiences and the blackness of space. It was everything you could dream of. Well, thank you so much.
You made it.
I can't believe the cast stuttered. It stuttered when he handed him the rings.
We did.
Oh dear.
Thank you, Blue Origin. Thank you.
Laddie, how long did you stay in microgravity with this type of rocket? Probably about 5 minutes.
Simply phenomenal. I love to see our astronauts that have gone to the stars and chosen to bring others with them, so that way their impact and their reach could go all the further. It has been an incredible day for all of us here at Blue Origin, and especially for our 6 astronauts on board. I've got to say it for the behalf of Blue, honestly, it was an honor to fly you to space today. And you know, you heard it from our astronauts first. I love to say it. You don't have to sell seats to space, because truly it's one that you want to go back when you've gone for yourself. But I've got to tell you, if you would like to follow in the pioneering footsteps of these astronauts and purchase your seat to space, please visit blueorigin.com and click that big button that says Fly to Space. Your journey to visit the Kármán line is closer than you think.
And Isabella, if you'd like to purchase a mission patch to commemorate today's launch, head to the Blue Origin shop for patches and much, much more swag. Here's that patch again from today's flight, which is what our astronauts wore on their flight suits. Just a couple of highlights, right? The Southern Cross that represents Elaine Hyde's Australian and Singaporean heritage. The mountains representing Spanish mountaineer and adventurer Jesus Calleja, who has climbed the world's 7th summit. The winding road sort of representing the road to space that each of our crew has taken to get here, and a dove with an olive branch representing Jesus Calleja's and Lane Bess's hope for peace for all. My name is Eddie. For Isabella, for everybody here at Blue Origin who call, planet Earth home, thank you for joining us. Until our next launch, Gradatum for Rossiter.
Gradatum, Jeff Rossiter. All right, guys.
Have you?
Well, I don't have a camera here, but this is the part where I'd switch back to the camera and I'd sign off for the day, which is probably what I'm going to do now. But yeah, that was the NS-30 cast. I understand with stuff like, like even with New Glenn, this thing might not seem like a big deal, but it is pretty neat. It is pretty neat. Oh, fly to space. It is pretty neat to have the type of what am I trying to say? To have the type of environment where something like this actually exists, because you go back 10 years ago, this is a pipe dream. 20 years ago, it's like suborbital tourism. What are you, nuts? Right? Like, that's not a thing, right? So it is cool. It is cool to see it. It is pretty cool. I like nuts. What kind, Vin? Yeah, Entropy, it's good stuff. I mean, we tend to pine for the full orbital stuff, and I kind of don't blame people that are like, it just goes up and comes back down. But I mean, it is a pretty cool piece of kit, man. New Shepard is basically Jeff said this once. Jeff Bezos said this once on stream, and I wish he would have elaborated more. But he basically said that this is proving out all the tech for like lunar landers and New Glenn's second stage. He said New Shepard is basically just a test second stage for, for New Glenn, and it's testing lander designs and all this other stuff. Like, you guys got to understand, New Shepard is a Hydrolox rocket. They got a deep throttleable Hydrolox engine. Deep throttleable Hydrolox engines would be basically amazing for lunar landers. In fact, one of the most notoriously throttleable Hydrolox engines around is the RL-10. Now, the RL-10, everybody here probably knows it as an upper stage motor, right? It's an upper stage engine for Centaur. But the RL-10 wasn't designed to be an upper stage engine. It was designed to be a lunar lander engine. Not a lot of people know that. So this is, this technology should not be understated. Like, and that's kind of why I wish they'd talk about it more. But I mean, Blue seems to be more intent on selling, the feels of how it feels to fly into space rather than, having technology. And hey, whatever, it's their tech. That's the way they do things. All good. That just leaves room for me to sit here and talk about it, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Good news, EJ. The Starlink launch scrubbed this morning, so you can cover it tonight. It's tonight. All right, so I'm going to go to the splash screen here, but yeah, once again, I didn't have time to get a camera set up here. So Starlink 12-13 is scheduled at 10:47 Eastern tonight. So that's 9:47 Central. Okay, I will keep that in mind. I didn't plan on doing that tonight, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it all pans out. So thank you very much for watching the NS-30 launch coverage. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, Joe, I agree. Their engine division, like, I wish they would hype up this tech, man. B3 and B4, B7. They're doing some really, really good stuff with propulsion, I will say, and that is the most difficult barrier of entry for building rockets. It's building engines. That's the hardest part. With scale like that, we could, Blue could really do some cool stuff with this, and I think they will. So, anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll try to be around here for Starlink 12-13. And then we also have on Wednesday, we have the Nova C IM-2 mission. So, yeah, there's plenty of rocket launches throughout the week. But this is, for now, this is going to be me signing off from Boca Chica, Texas. I'll see you guys a little bit later tonight. Hopefully we get into the hotel and everything by then. So, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you a bit later tonight.